What is up, guys? Teddy Cornwell here. Welcome to the Underdog Talk, the world's most underrated podcast on earth. Today, you see him in the building or in his car, the Kraken, as they call him, Mr. Greg Hardy. What is up, big man? What are you doing today?
Nothing much, man. We out here working, bro. Trying to figure out how to get somewhere we can knock out Anthony Joshua, man. Same old story.
Oh, you want Anthony Joshua now?
Oh, y'all didn't know?
No.
I've been calling these boys out, and I'm taking it serious. Unlike my counterpart, Mr. Francis, I'm taking it serious, man. I'm like I do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Start from the bottom, building it up.
Yep.
3-0, going to 7-0, and in a couple of fights, man. We shooting everybody head, bro. Like, it's not going to be a game.
Wow. And did you think Francis even stood a chance, or you think he was just fucking around?
Man, and honestly, I tell everybody this, like, he did a good job for what it was, like, but there's a reason why I go in there. Like, I think personally, I'm one of the greatest cross sports athletes to ever live, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I do it the way that I do it is not because I want it for the credit, I want it for the news feeds. It's because I respect the people in this sport, man. And that was just a prime example of what happens when you don't respect the sport or respect the field that you're going into. Like, that's like me going into journalism and then coming on and thinking that I can host the interview better than you guys. I'm gonna clown myself, and that's what happened, So like, I'm taking it serious, man. I'm sparring big babies. I just sparred King Kong himself. Like, I'm out here fighting big dogs, working my way up.
I love it.
You know what I really wanted to see? We had Alexei Olenek on the podcast a while ago.
Yeah,
I wanted to see that fight go through, man.
Yeah, we almost had it. He ended up pulling out because of the injury, man. But and I wish I would have had that one because there would have been so much love in that fight too.
Yeah, that would have been.
There would have been so much love in that fight.
That would have been a dope fucking fight.
And, he's not afraid to bang either.
No. What's his nickname?
The
boa constrictor. Yeah. That man can fight. He's an OG in the industry. I would have loved to see you two go at it. Now, obviously, I want to take it back a little bit. In high school, man, you were a 3-sport athlete, 3-sport fireman, football, basketball, and track. I mean, where did the love for sports come to be, man? Was that something that you grew up with, that your parents kind of got you into? Where did that all come from?
I'm not gonna lie, man. This is all speculation, obviously, because I'm not in my parents' head. But I think it was just to keep me active. And then once I showed a skill set for everything, because like even before high school, like I was playing baseball, like a little bit of volleyball on this, like everything, man. And once I just started excelling and enjoying myself, man, they let me go. They was like, yo, listen, whatever you want to do it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't, man. And I just took it to heart. And even coming into I went to Ole Miss and they were like, you can't play basketball for the Ole Miss team. You can't do this. I was like, man, watch me. Like I went and tried out like a walk on for the basketball team, like basketball player with scholarships coming out of high school, and still I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take my scholarship football and I'll go try out. I don't care. And ended up making the team, man, and just keep going. Like don't let nobody stop you. And I feel like that's how it went for me, and it was a blessing.
I got one question since you brought that up. Because I never saw why. What made you stop playing basketball at Ole Miss?
Oh, listen. So it was a twofold answer, right?
Okay.
I had just collected like my second All-American in football
Mm-hmm.
going into that next season. And tore my quad.
Okay.
Because I was having to lift with both, so like, and they made it hard on me. It was like, all right, well, you gotta come to both the workouts, basketball and football. You gotta come to all the meets. So I was zooming everywhere, and ended up like kind of taking my quad from working out too hard. But it was cool, like, because it built character.
Okay, right. But, and you know, I'm a Carolina fan, the Tar Heels, right? The Tar Heels, right?
Sir.
So you were Julius Peppers.
Help.
You were Julius Peppers.
Where you think I got the inspiration from, man? Like, I'm telling you, that's been my dude. Even going to Carolina was like, it gassed my head up. I was like, yo,
Right.
But, and then I ended up talking to the coach, man, and like they wanted me to play 4-man, and I was really like a 3 or 2.
Right.
And like to actually excel and to continue on to my NBA dreams, I would have had to transfer schools, man.
Okay.
I had already collected my second All-American in football, so I was just like, I'm gonna go ahead and make it to the NFL. Like I'm one season away from declaring for the draft on this side. On the other side, I gotta switch schools.
Right.
Retry out for the football team, go
Right.
make a name in basketball, and then
Okay.
take my shot at the NBA. So I was
All
like, you
right.
know what? Let's
That
run
makes.
let's run the NFL and then come back and see if we can play overseas. Which, hey, listen,
There
I
you
got some news
go.
coming up for y'all too.
There you
Watch,
go. Yes, I
watch.
already knew. I
It's
knew
not
you
done.
were up to something. Okay, there we go. There we go. Can you hear us?
You hear us, Greg?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I can't hear him either.
I can't hear you.
He can't hear you. All right, there we go. I think he just unmuted himself. You good?
Greg, I have to ask this question to you. Who the hell was it that wanted you to play wide receiver in college as well? I saw something that you were playing wide receiver in college. You hear us?
Wait. You saw something I was playing wide receiver? Or you saw that I caught 5 touchdowns.
Oh,
against 5 different teams because it wasn't just I played.
Yeah.
okay.
I was
Talk
getting
about
sacks
it.
and touchdowns.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yes,
Tell
sir,
him.
man. Nah, and I played all in high school too. Like there ain't no restrictions, man. Like
Yep. Yep.
I wanted to play in the league too, man. I was working hard to get over there. I got as far as gunner.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was making them real believers. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
it's harder to impress a wide receivers coach in the NFL than it is in the college. But nah, man. I told him I was like, listen, I'm a wide receiver. I played it my whole life. I can beat out your guys. And
Yep.
I went and I did. I went and I did that, man. They put me in practice. I started catching fades on people, slants, taking it to the house. And it was like, all right,
I
listen,
love it.
he's the
I
tool. He's the
love it.
weapon.
I
So I
love
started
it.
to tell you, man. Ended up catching like 5 touchdowns.
You might be the first defensive end in history to be a wide receiver as well.
Yes.
I gotta say
Yes.
that.
We've been working, man. Greatest cross-sport athlete has been on my mind for a very long time. And I've been using this inspiration, man. Like, don't let anything hold you back. Like, let's play both sides of the ball. Let's play every sport. Why not?
Yeah. And in high school, you won the
Broadcast.
state championship in football and went to the state championship in basketball, right?
We lost to Brandon Wright and his brother.
Man, yo.
We went head to head. We went head to head with the boys. Me and Michael Orr went head to head with Brandon Wright and his brother.
And Michael Orr played with you in high school and college, right?
Yes, sir.
My man. My man. That's awesome, man. Listen, I want to know, so where do you get all of this athletic ability? You played basketball, football, track. You played in college, you played wide receiver and defensive end. Then you've been in MMA fights. You won
UFC
you won a boxing fight, against
3
Hakeem
3
Roberts.
3 and 0. 3 and 0.
I love it. Where does all of this athleticism come from? Is it your parents? Is it just you? What is it?
I'm gifted, man. I got some of the greatest parents on the planet, man.
Okay.
They're some amazing athletes, but on the same ticket, man, I got some great parents that allowed me to go out there and be myself. So
Okay.
I've been putting in work since I was 8 years old, man. And they've just allowed me to miss family function. They were like,
Okay.
don't worry about it, baby. You go work out. You go try out. You go play the sports. Like you go do you and become great, man. And I ate it up every opportunity. Like if I see something that I want to do, I go to the bottom level and I'm like, all right, well, what do I got to learn to be this? And then I learn it, I practice it, and I just start to dominate it, man. Like, and listen, hear me out. What I got coming next is gonna blow y'all mind, man. I got something. It's gonna be close to the Euro League.
Okay.
I've already played semi-pro basketball, but we're gonna take a step up from semi-pro basketball. I'm gonna try out.
Okay.
I'm gonna make an announcement in a couple of days about it. But it's gonna be the next levels of Greg Hardy, brother, and I'm gonna evolve into another sport. And
Yo.
on that note, I'm gonna start at the bottom. I'm gonna get my shots up. I'm gonna run my gassers and my suicides. I'm gonna practice my dunks, and then I'm gonna be on TV, man. Watch.
Hey,
I'm
look.
gonna embarrass some of these NBA players.
You younger than LeBron?
Listen, man. Hey, and I've been saying for a long time I can take LeBron. They don't be listening to me though. Yo, I went to the SEC championship. Joakim Noah like 3 times.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man. Like, yo, they sleeping on me. They don't work harder than me. And if they don't give me the opportunity to come in and take it, like I'm gonna outwork them.
And Phil, you forgot that Greg also did bare knuckle boxing as well recently.
Listen, that's where you guys step in. I'm out of that.
No, hey, listen, that's where he step in. I'm out too. Them boys is real. That was, hey, listen, and no, you gotta know your limits, right?
Right.
I had to put my brakes on that one. I was like, listen,
Okay.
I'm all world and I can do everything.
Right.
But we're gonna have to pass on that one, boy. That was taking years of my life. Them boys are real.
Right.
Lord,
but you still did it though. You still did it.
Had to try it.
Yo, it's great.
You got to shoot a shot at least one time. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, but most people can shoot a shot. You actually go to the professional level of these places, man.
Grand stays. I'm the best in the world. So ain't no point in trying to just do it for fun, do it for YouTube.
Right.
We're gonna take on the best in the world.
Man, I'm impressed. So look, did you box or wrestle as a kid or anything, or did you just pick this up?
Listen, so the first stage was to go to the UFC, right? And to do that, I moved into the dorm rooms of the #1 gym in the world, American Top Team, and I fought and practiced 3 times a day, every day for 2 years,
right?
Until I got my first shot, and then from my first shot, I fought about almost every month and a half for a year and a half until I set the record for most heavyweight fights in the UFC, and just went in from there, man, and developed my skills from there. Like, that's where I learned it on the spot, on site, fighting Alexei Olenek, fighting Andre Arlovsky, fighting Junior Dos Santos, and a lot of those days was miserable, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, but eventually it started to turn. Stuff started to click, and I started to figure it out, man. And that's how I like to do things. I'm not afraid of the work. That's what makes me one of the best. I'm not afraid of the work, and once I figure it out, I'm gonna show out. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance a little bit while I'm doing it.
Yeah, let me ask this: which is tougher, being an NFL football player or doing boxing, UFC, bare knuckle fighting? Which one's more difficult, if there is one?
I was about to say, they all got their unique challenges, man. It's all so hard because, like, playing ball is a full-time job, man. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand, like, yo, you're waking up at like 5:45 to get there at 7. Like, you got to handle your business because you got to be there at 6:37 to start film, not even practice. Just to start watching film. And then you got workouts. You got your cardiovascular stuff you got to do. You got 2 practices. You got 4 film sessions, 2 meetings, and you got to take your extracurricular activity and training room. So, like, you're gonna be there all day, every day, almost 365 if you want to be great, man. Like, if you not want to be great, you're gonna have to be there about 300 days out of the year. Like, it's terrible, and it's not for the weak. But then at the same time with MMA, like, there's nobody pushing you. You don't have to be there, but the days that you're there, bro, it's just like 2 hours of death. Like, those dudes are in some kind of different kind of conditioning, like wrestling and jiu-jitsu and kickboxing and all that stuff, dude. Like, it took a different kind of life out of me.
Hey, don't underestimate yourself, bro, because you were at Ole Miss playing offense and defense and basketball.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I still can't get over that right now. Like, you and Julius Peppers, and of course Dion.
Yes, sir.
But you in rare air.
A lot of people forget about all that.
Bo Jackson, Dion, Julius Peppers,
and Greg
Hardy.
That's it. And I want to say thank you, man, for because a lot of people forget about that, man. They don't want to talk about it, so I appreciate you even bringing it up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, listen. When he told me he had you coming on, I was like, oh yeah. I want in on that. Look, you see my Cowboy stuff, right?
Yes, sir. Look, I already pinned you, baby. Okay, and we going to the Super Bowl this year, so it ain't even a problem.
Are you still a Cowboys fan, Greg? You still?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, hell yeah!
Listen. That's how I ride, brother. Like, I don't trade. Like,
okay.
I ride with who I'm with, and it's never gonna change. So that's who I'm with, and that's.
And you heard him say "we."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He said "we."
That's game.
That's true.
Ain't nobody can tell me different either.
Okay. Now, Greg, who gave you the nickname the Kraken? I mean, was this something in college that you were called, or where the hell did that nickname come? Because it's the most badass nickname in the game. I'm gonna say it like that.
And listen, look, hey, right there, it's all about that, man. It's about the swag. And I'm gonna give you one tidbit that since we cracking codes out here, and talking about stuff that people don't ever talk about. I'm gonna tell you one thing that nobody's ever known or ever even thought to ask. I'm behind everything that's ever happened, man. Like a lot of people, and if you think about it logically, there is no way somebody like me could win as much as I do, come through with successful schemes and plots on the media as much as I do, and not playing the shit.
Right.
Like I'm behind all of that, bro. We sat had a meeting and thought it, and the thought process was it was like the conversation basically ended up. It was like, yo, what embodies me as a celebrity, but also like a player? And it was like, yo, I really just be out there like dragging them boys down into the water. Like I want to drown them. Like I want to drag them in the deep. Like I don't want to just beat you. And that's how I thought about like old linemen. You know what I mean? Like, cause I never really like getting just sacks. Like I want tackles and picks.
Yeah.
And I wanted to throw the football too. Like, hey, I just wanted to like torture your team for 3 quarters and then just beat it into the ground for the 4th one. And it was like, yo, the Kraken, bro. Like you sound like the Kraken. I was like, hold up. You talking about the release the Kraken?
Release the Kraken.
We started plotting a whole thing around it, and then right when we were plotting that whole plan, we got a Monday Night Football slot, and I was like, yo, this is it right here. I'm gonna unleash the whole G Hardy persona on this, and it's the Kraken world from here on, man. Like, and we ran with it. We started putting lines behind it. I did a couple predictions on a couple of Atlanta games, Kraken style, man. It's just I turned into a soundbite. Backed it up with hard work.
Didn't you introduce yourself as the Kraken on Monday Night Football?
Monday night game I was
telling him about that. I told him about that, and you had shades on, right?
Hey, every soundbite, baby. That's what I'm saying. That's the G Hardy swag right there, man. Like, listen, if it's coming out and it's a soundbite, it's coming out with some G Hardy swag, bro. Some Kraken swag.
I love it, man.
You know, Underdog Talk, with the most swag quote out there is why shoot low, right? If I'm gonna shoot at it, I'm gonna shoot at it with a 50 caliber. A little bird with a 50 caliber bullet. That's a goal for this year. 50 sacks. That's where I'm at. That's the goal. 50. You made the Pro Bowl too right after that. So I mean, it's almost like you're predicting what was coming. He's behind it all.
Don't just say Pro Bowl, All Pro too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Don't forget the All Pro.
Thank you. And listen, and the reason I had to shoot that one out though was because it's the same thing with the basketball and the receiver. It was like, yo, you can't tell me I can't get 50 sacks. Like, you obviously don't know who the fuck I am.
That's right. That's right. You know, it's the Kraken. I had to
introduce him to it. Like, you know what I mean? It's the persona meeting reality. Because like you probably never met nobody like me. That's like, oh well, big people can't be fast. Well, that's a lie. Well, big people can't catch footballs. Well, that's a lie too.
That's right.
Like, well, big people can't dunk. Well, 360 women, that out your whole head right there.
That's right.
Like, well, 300-pound people can't move like that. Well, that's also, you know what I mean? Just like, who says I can't get 50 sacks? Watch me. Just to like open up your mind, man.
You were ranked 53rd in the NFL top 100 that year, which is pretty fucking amazing as well. I mean, we just got to throw that accolade out there. You know, speaking of current ball, what do you think of the league right now? I mean, who do you think's taking over? Is Patrick Mahomes that guy? I mean, what are your thoughts on all that?
I think football as a whole, and it's going to be an unpopular opinion, but y'all know I'm not afraid to be unpopular. I don't give up.
I respect it.
It's soft.
Yeah.
It's soft, man. It's soft as hell. They change it. I mean, and you got to change rules. You got to adapt. You got to move with the times to protect the players for one, and for two, to keep the game entertaining. But man, they're taking it a little far. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like for the real, true football fans, they took a lot of entertainment value out with the last 2 years' rules. They went a little too far, man.
Yeah.
I agree.
And honestly, went backwards in trying to protect the players because, like, trying to do some of the stuff they asked them to do is put them in worse positions.
Yeah.
Than just being a great player and understanding that if you're giving your best and you'll head on a swivel, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
But that's where it stands with like just football in general. And I would say for the players these days, man, listen, Mahomes is nice, bro. Like, I feel like he getting real Brady-esque. And you can tell by the hate that he's getting, like, oh, there's no way. And it's like, well, he kind of is a way, though. Like, have you seen it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I've been enjoying watching him, man, and just his whole team. Like, I feel like, yo, it's once in a generation where you get a team with that amount of guys that can actually make it continuously happen. It's like the old school Cowboys, you know what I mean?
Right.
They got a lot of pieces that's, like, official and efficient. it can entertain the world, bro. Like I feel like they're gonna do something special in the next couple of years, bro.
Hey,
But
hey,
still,
it's
in
interesting
second
to
place.
it's interesting to hear your input on how soft the league is, because I was just telling somebody, and you're a Cowboys fan. Roy Williams, remember the safety Roy Williams?
Yep.
He could not do anything in football these days.
No,
You can't
no,
hit. You can't hit
no.
across the middle.
He would be He would be first 40. No, what was it? What's that? 30 for 30. He'd be 30 for 30 right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Fines.
yeah. Look,
Off of
he
fines. He wouldn't be able to do
he
nothing.
wouldn't even get a paycheck. He would
No.
owe his whole paycheck in fines.
Listen, I would barely make it, man. I'm telling you, because like you can't do. Listen, you gotta have written consent to sack the quarterback. Like you gotta put that in 2 days before the game with their agent. Like, all right, listen, I'm looking to sack him in the third and the fourth. If that's all right, you just let me know, and I'll lay him down gently. You know what I mean? Like what? It's crazy.
That's right. That's right.
I found interesting. We had Jamarcus Russell on the podcast, and he even said the same thing. He said the same fucking thing. He said
because it's true.
And he's a quarterback too. He said they used to call stuff. I would get thrown on the ground. They wouldn't call it. Now they're calling everything, and that was interesting because he's a quarterback saying that shit,
right?
Not a defensive player.
Hey man, I hope the league thrives because like those young men deserve to make money just like I did and make their name, man. But they're making it hard, big guy. Like, and I hope all the fans stick with us and understand what these guys are dealing with and still find entertainment in this, man. But like, it ain't gonna never be the same if they keep going.
Nah, nope.
It ain't gonna never be the same. I just mark my words. Because football was something special, man. It was more than that gridiron. It was the arena, really.
Right.
You know, because that's why I got into fight sports, because it was comparable back in the day. Like it was the best men going against the best men, and y'all were at war. It was head to head. Now it's more like, yo, if you got a better quarterback and you move, it's 7-on-7.
It's flag football, and
it's about the coaches.
It's about the coaches, and I agree. And Brian Urlacher's on the podcast said the same fucking thing, and that dude was an animal back in the day too. He wouldn't be a Hall of Famer if he was in the league right now. I don't think.
Oh,
nope. He hit too hard.
Him, listen, and I'll tell you like this too, man. Like, and this is something I get bashed about, man. But they want you to have a passion for the game, right? But it's like when guys like Brian Urlacher or me or somebody that has a real passion for the game, they take it to where it needs to be. Then they start saying crazy stuff like, "Oh, well, he's crazy." Like, well, you can't hit people like this. Like, bro, that's what happens when you care about the game, when you care about your team, when you really want to make a play, when you enjoy what you're doing, and that's what makes the entertainment value so high.
Yeah.
Because there's true passion being displayed out there, man, and I hate that they're taking that away. And like you're saying, everybody can see it. All the guys, they know, like, that's. Even when they lose, even when you're getting pancaked, it's just like, he got me. Like, that was him. We was in his dream. Now it's time for mine. Like, I'm gonna show the world, and like, man, that was
I love this, yo. Hey, you gonna have me watching MMA fights and any boxing matches you in now, man?
Hey, coming soon, man.
Just because of your passion right now. This is great, yo. I love it.
Everything I do and everything
I love it.
And we forgot to add grappling as well, right? You just had a grappling match as well.
No, I didn't have it because I had so please check me out on the Team Combat League. I'm fighting Team Combat League, just some tune-up fights. It's a 1 round. I was looking for the to fight Ortiz up there. He's supposed to be fighting from Miami, so trying to get some fights in. So I did that on 420, but I signed a contract with the High Rollers, so I'm gonna be rolling in 3 of their events. And trust me, I'm about to go after some black belts heads. Like, I'm not looking to play no games. Like, I'm gonna have a warm up match, and then I think I'm gonna go into IBJJF, like the like actual international grappling tournaments, man. Like, I'm something to be reckoned with in that role.
Right.
Like, I'll choke somebody out.
And here's the crazy part about all of this. All of these things you're saying, right? I'm not even a big MMA fan or boxing fan, but the names you're throwing out, or when I looked at, before we did this, and I saw the names of people you fight, I'm like, dude, that's why I asked you, did you have a background in any of this? You just come right out and you go right after big names.
Monsters.
Right out the gate.
And like I said, don't get said enough, but like, just take a close look at my history, man. I've never done anything. I've never picked on a small man. I've never
Right.
talked about a little person. I only go at monsters.
Right.
Because I'm a destroyer. You know what I mean? Like we just talked about it. It's the entertainment. It's the feeling. It's like,
Yeah.
are you really doing it if you didn't go with the man? Like you can't be called a gladiator, a champion, a winner if you didn't go with Goliath.
Hey, you're the true epitome of just go get it. Just go get it.
It's there for you, man. It's there for you. I hope everybody listening, man, go get it. It's there for you. Don't let them tell
Yeah.
you nothing.
It's all those cliches, all gas, no brakes. They all apply to you.
You say they all apply.
They all apply to you, man.
Thank you. Hey, man, I try hard every day to live by them, man. I'm telling you.
Man, all right. This was great, man. This was great.
And Phil, let me say this: you got to watch the fight against Maurice Green. That was a fucking phenomenal fight.
Okay. Okay.
First time I ever hit somebody with a jab like that too.
Okay. All right.
I
didn't even know I could do that one. Yo, listen. Listen. I like the Ben Tassoli one in Boston. That was the most kicks I've ever thrown, bro, and I felt like a ninja in that fight. It's the inhaler gate one.
Yes. Or
they got me.
Adams.
They got me in the inhaler gate, but say what?
Adams was a good one too.
That was a fast one though. He was talking trash. He found out what happens when you talk crazy.
Yeah.
He didn't understand. Yo, listen. I will say my favorite one so far is that Russian fight. That Russia fight against was that number 4 heavyweight at the time? Dang, what was Volkov?
Okay.
That's a fun fight to watch too, man. But no, please check me out, dude. Right now I'm 4-0 in boxing.
Okay.
We're working on getting to 7-0. I got some fights coming up this summer. We'll be fighting for the TCL for the next couple of months. We're gonna be doing 1-round fights against some of the best in the world. And yo, you know me. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna make it look good, man. I'm turning it into a real boxer.
We already know you swing for the fences. That's another cliche for you. You swing for the fences.
Easy work. There's not a lot of jobs. All I do is swing and it's going straight out. And then I got a big announcement coming, man. And when it drops, I hope y'all have me back on because we're gonna take over another sport. They ain't even ready for this one. I'm telling you.
And what do you want to say to Anthony Joshua right now? Because I think we're all interested right now.
Oh, stay on your shit, champ. Please stay on your shit. Think of some friends in Ghana if you want to. Like, and that 300 hit a whole lot different than that 270, man. I'm telling you, like, it ain't gonna be no one punch. I fear no man, and I'm not scared of any challenge, brother. And right now, I feel like that's a small hurdle in the road, brother. We're going for everybody's head, man. I mean, it's not gonna be cute. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be one of those let's go watch. It's one of those ones you shouldn't let your children watch, bro. Like, yes,
this is great, yo. This is great. All right.
Lineman, man. It's over.
So let me ask y'all one quick question because you guys both know more about this than me. How do you turn it on and off from an MMA fight to when you box? Like instincts don't take over. You want to kick somebody, or you know what I mean?
My only instinct.
How do you go back and forth with the boxing? And
my only instinct is to entertain the world and be pretty and light skinned, man. Everything else is a trained reaction. That's what makes me dangerous.
Exactly.
That's what makes me deadly, man. Like I'm telling you, I'm not playing. Like it's not a money grab. Like I've already lived 3 different dreams.
Right.
I've already went on 2 different. I made meals in the UFC. I've already went on 2 different money grabs.
Yep.
Like I'm literally using my free time and destroying these boys' dreams and hopes as a hobby. I am not playing with them.
I love it.
That's there is no game. Like it's real life out here, man, and I'm gonna enjoy taking everything they got.
Wow, and he sacked Tom Brady as well. I mean, you can just tell your kids that as well.
Which Tom are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like the first, second, third. Like, it's fine. He's a great guy. I like him on his back, but like y'all like him standing up throwing touchdowns. It's whatever.
Well, you got him twice with Dallas, right?
He got 2 sacks in one game.
Yeah. And then you got.
I said I was gonna do.
And then you had a great game against Seattle against Russell Wilson.
Oh, that was a phone right there. Yo,
Ooh.
I wish I would have got that touchdown too. Man,
Ooh,
I missed that one.
listen, I didn't want to bring that up. You said it. I ain't want to bring it
Hey,
up.
it's real. It's real. I was right there, man. I had one offensive move, man. I wasn't ready. I caught myself off guard.
Hey, look. So we went and got the Kraken liquor.
Oh yeah, I
We
know
were
that
drinking
store.
that day. That day, we were like, "Oh, it's working, it's
Yo,
working." But you know how you get your little
you should have
rituals.
had one more shot for me. I needed one more shot. I needed like this much, man. Ooh, I'm telling you.
I love it, man. I love your enthusiasm, man. You got me ready to watch these fights now, man.
Hey, we're gonna entertain the world, man. Please keep watching, keep paying attention, because it's gonna
All
be fun
right.
as hell. I promise you.
Now, Greg, where can we find your social media and all that? I mean, where can we support you? What's all that like?
Come check me out, Greg Hardy Jr. Man, I keep it simple on all the platforms, and then on tcl.com. That's where you can check me out. I'll be posting on my Instagram and on my X for everything upcoming. And yo, there is no real telling what's next, because I mean I do so much stuff, but it's all gonna shock the world, man. So y'all follow me, like, and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I could be
All right,
choking somebody out, knocking somebody out. Who knows?
I got one prediction.
Shoot.
You can let me know if I'm wrong or on the right path. Does it have anything that involves Ice Cube?
I don't know, man. I could be dunking on people. I could not be. You know what I'm saying? I could be shooting from the 4-point line. I don't know. You know, I'll be
See?
everywhere doing everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Get Greg
listen,
Hardy in that big three. Come on, Ice Cube, get him.
we out. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell them, please, man. We gonna entertain the world and watch.
Yo,
We're gonna
you
shock the world
do
on that one too.
everything, man. Everything.
Everything,
I love it. I love it.
everything, and well, mind you, not just do it. We do it well.
He does do it well. The best
I
cross-sport
agree.
there is. Say it how it is. I mean,
I agree.
Greg the Kraken fucking Hardy. Greg, thank you so much, man, for taking your time to come on the podcast. I mean,
Thank y'all for having me.
say it one more time. The greatest cross-sport athlete of all time. I mean, that's just how it is, guys. Don't forget to follow Greg. Check out this podcast, like, subscribe. Until next time, guys, the Kraken and the Underdog out.